Hello, welcome to my reselling channel, Flippin' Hippos. I'm Star. Today is Monday. It's time for a highlight reel. Of the 7 platforms that I sell on, I sold on 6. The platform I had no sales on will be surprising to you. It was surprising to me, but my Poshmark is dead in the water. It has been slow for a while, and now it is all but dead. I did get a notice this morning that I had almost 5,000 inactive listings. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but right now in the background, I'm running the bulk, inactive reactivate. I'm reactivating my listings that they say are inactive. And if things improve from there, that was the culprit. I check every day for that banner that tells you have inactive listings, and I haven't seen that banner in several weeks. So I thought everything was hunky-dory. The banner shows up this morning and, hey, there's 5,000 here. You know, maybe you want to let me know every day if it's just a couple. I could do it every morning, make it part of my routine, and stay on top of things. But I suspect that's the reason why things are slow, because they do say if it's inactive, it's not showing up in the searches, and 5,000 inactive listings on Poshmark is almost every listing I have on Poshmark, which kind of doesn't make sense because I do have LP sharing my closet 24/7, and I do delist, relist 20 items a day and add 10 new ones. So there shouldn't be that many that are inactive, but it says there are, and I'm going to reactivate them and see if that improves matters. But my Poshmark has been very, very, very slow. I know it's not my items. I have good items. I have bread and butter items. I have affordable items. I have items people want. Clearly, they're shopping on my other platforms. I just don't know what's going on with Poshmark. We will try to figure it out. I suspect it's the inactive listings. That's my theory. All right. Let's get into what did sell. We're looking at the week of July 23rd through the 30th. And we're going to start down here with Depop. I sold just 1 pair of pants this week, which is fine. I don't do big time on Poshmark, on Depop. Depop, Whatnot, Invented, all 3. You guys probably know by now I'm putting older items over there at discounted prices. And even with the discounted prices, Depop doesn't pop for me as well as Vinted does. Vinted's on fire. I moved a bunch of video games over there over the weekend, and they're all selling. These video games I have had since 2021. So they've been around for 5 years. I have no problem with getting rid of them at these low prices. And they were free. I got them 5 years ago for free as part of a bulk buy. Someone threw them in. So good riddance. Goodbye. They sold on Poshmark. Vinted, I meant to say. And then I had 2 sales on Whatnot. Again, just clearancing items out. Got rid of GTA, probably because the new GTA is coming out soon. And video game completionists like to replay the old games before the new ones come out because, well, I was going to say, ask me how I know, because Keith does it. And I do that with books and movies. Like I'll reread books in a series or rewatch movies before the new one comes out. All right, the next, I had 1 sale on Mercari, but it was a good one, a $25 skirt. It's a Chico's. It's a nice skirt. I've just started branching out into skirts and dresses more this year, and I've been doing pretty well with them. I sold a movie on Etsy. This was one of our movies. We got some collector editions of Resident Evil Keith wanted, so we're selling our other versions of these movies. Sold for $12. Earrings, just regular Post classic earrings. These earrings didn't even have the back, which I did disclose in the listing, but they still sold for $12. $24 for this little pendant, and it looks big in this picture because I did a close-up, but if you look at it next to the ruler, it's a teeny tiny little guy for $24. A vintage denim. This is a brand that, you know, a lot of people might overlook. It's called Club Z denim. I've sold it before. I do pretty well with it. I got this piece for free. Well, it came in Keith's aunt's estate, so it's $32 for that. I'm happy. And then this wooden bracelet for $24. Etsy woke up. Etsy's doing some stuff. Etsy's doing some things. The discount platforms, as I like to call them, or the discount 3, they're doing okay. Mercari, if I get 1 or 2 sales a week on Mercari, that's usually a good week. It'll wake up in Q4. It normally does. eBay's been doing really well. A lot of my bread and butter stuff is selling over there. But as usual, I try to pull up items that are different from my typical stuff so that you don't have to see the same American Eagle jeans every week in the bread and butter stuff I sell. So this is a Java Jig coffee filter system. This was ours. This was part of my spring cleaning on my house earlier this year. We just use the K-Cups now. We used to use a little system like this with a basket and the filter. And when we got a new Keurig, we got this thinking we were going to use it, but we just use the K-Cups now. So I decided to get rid of it. I got $9 for it. We've got a North style fit and flare dress. This is cottagecore and romantic. I've been throwing a lot more style keywords on my stuff, especially dresses. As I've been getting more into dresses, I've been learning more of those style keywords and trying to use them. I think they're very important on dresses. They got prairie dresses, cottagecore, fairy, festival. There's a lot of important keywords out there when it comes to dresses, especially. And this one sold for $27.99 plus 7 shipping, almost 8 shipping. So there you have it. This is an evening gown by Ralph Lauren. It did have this brooch, rhinestone brooch on one of the shoulders. It's a maxi full length velvet. It's a really nice gown. $43.99 plus the shipping, which is calculated now. Coldwater Creek turquoise necklace. So this is a brand that a lot of people avoid when it comes to clothing. And if that's how you feel, that's fine. I like it. It's a bread and butter brand. But their jewelry, I do like. I do pretty well with. They have some nice jewelry. $18.75. I got rid of the twins. That guy and that guy. I've had these two moose. Reindeer. Are they reindeer or are they moose? I have had them probably 5 years. I believe I got them in Florida and they moved back to PA with me. But they may have moved to Florida. I mean, I've had them forever. They're giant. Now the thing is, this one had a little boo-boo on its ear, which I did disclose. But I finally sold both of them to the same buyer. They bought both reindeer. They paid the shipping on each. I was going to combine the shipping after the fact, but these guys are big. They were, let me show you next to a. They're like over 2 feet tall and really, really fat. They're also Walmart stores. We're going to circle back and talk about that. Because they had paid shipping on both individually, I didn't feel like obligated to blend them. If I can, I would. Like if somebody buys 3 shirts, I would. But I wanted to get these in the round UPS shipping boxes, and they're big. So I can get 1 in each box. So they went individually. Real quick on Walmart Plush. I know I've talked about this on the channel before, but it's been a while since I've mentioned it. So it bears repeating to remind you or just let you know if you're new. The Walmart Plush that's giant or holiday is usually good to pick up. Every season, every holiday, Walmart gets specialty plush in their store. And after that season is over with, they never have the same thing again. So from each Valentine's Day to the next or Christmas to the next, the plush are always different. People collect them. People lose them. People need replacements. So I've always done really well after I tell you that these guys sat around. This is the longest sitting Walmart plush I've ever had. And it's probably because of his ear. I don't know if this guy had anything wrong with him. I don't think so. But yeah, Walmart plush, especially if it's big or holiday. Victoria's Secret bra, $17.49. I usually get about 20 for these, but this was a 30% off sale, which I do every weekend to encourage people to buy more after paydays. I do like Victoria's Secret's bras a lot. This was an eyeliner that I received in my Ipsy subscription. It's brown. I use black, so I just went and sold it. There's a hand. This is really beautiful. Isn't it pretty? Handmade Murano glass. Look at the detail on this. So pretty. I love when I get these glass pendants like this, these hand painted glass. They're just so beautiful. $21.87 for that. And then we have this arrowhead pendant with a coin. At one time, that was probably a buffalo nickel. I have several of these arrowhead pendants that have buffalo nickels with them. So that was a pretty cool piece as well. And those are the highlights of our sales from last week. Sold some pretty unique, different items. Still getting rid of the stuff we spring cleaned from our home. And still selling costume jewelry at prices that aren't garage sale prices. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about anything you saw in this video or reselling in general, let me know down below. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. It helps me feed my hungry hippos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.